Either way, Ezra, thank you for the raid. Let me shout you out real quick. I'm hearing myself twice, which is always great. So here's a shout out for Ezra. Welcome, guys, to the Last Call show. Normally at this time, I would be doing Silver Saray, but I did the wonderful old man moment and didn't sign up for Saray. So um, I had to ad lib this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the gold cap. I got a couple perfect drafts to go with. I got a couple quicks going, so I will be calling a couple games in the quick. Um, Open low is in play. Go pass out, Ezra. You've offended enough people like George Carlin. Don't worry, you're fine. Welcome back. Uh, so my name is Max. I'm here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Usually around the time where franchise or Ezra's done. I know I didn't sign up for my primary content. I've been in a lot of caps lately, and I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to qualify for open and gold now, and I just completely forgot to sign up for the one thing that I'm good at. Um, so I have open low, so it'll be a couple hours later after Saray goes down. Right now you're seeing my half-hearted Stone League team that's 16-22. We're gonna open up these 8 packs that I've won today. I've won, I want to say, 3 silver and 3 bronze quicks today, and a couple drops from Ezra as well. We're gonna try and figure out open cap. There's a lot of gold cards I don't have, and I don't know what's good and what's bad. So hopefully everyone in chat can help me out on the gold side of things. Um, Also gonna shore up some of the silver cards that came out today, like or a couple days or within the last week or so, like Please Zach, Archer, Young, who I have. Shane Green I don't have yet. Oh, I have 2 quicks going right now, but I'm gonna open up these packs first, and then we'll get into gold cap. Um, let's see what wonderful things these standards packs are gonna get me. That's a whole bunch of duplicates and guys that I've sold to use as food. Chapman, who I already have. And a bunch of duplicates. Hey, how about more dupes? Anybody got more dupes? I got 6 more for you. Gotta love my streamer luck here. Oh, Felipe Lopez. I already have him. That's the best card I've had so far. Oh, it got worse. Live dupes now. These are here for the memes now. Niger Morgan, Ahmed Rosario, and 4 live dupes. Oh, I got a gold card. Let's see if this gold card's any good. Oh, it's Brandon McKay, who I already have. I can't win. 1969 if you guys want it. Let's see what the silver pack gets me. Daniel Hudson. Well, guys, that was riveting card opening content here. Um, so before we get into the quick here, which has just started, by the way, franchise. Um, Shane Green. He looks like he's a solid reliever. He's got a little more PBAB than like a Mike Timlin. It's kind of like a Mike Timlin shape, so he's gonna be well rounded. I mean, he fit a bullpen if someone's not like going on the commentator side, which I will get into because I don't think you need commentators anymore to get in the silver. I think you can put together a very good roster and be perfectly fine. The main team that I have 2, and I don't really have to use those 2 that I have. Um, but I think silver is the new beginning ground for OOT players. I know Seawood has mentioned it. He doesn't know combi. I'm down to 2. I started with like 19. Um, but I think Shane Green will play. He's not going to be elite like Plezak, who we'll get to in a minute. But he is a solid guy if you want a guy that can get you some quality innings. But it's not a guy that you can rely on. The other card that came out in missions, Dan Plezak, he's killing it on my league team right now. I think he's one of the top 2 guys in silver as a reliever. I think he's one of the top 2. He's got elite home run suppression. He's got great stuff. He's got great control. PBAB is not really it's not really it's not non-existent. It's not non-existent, but it's not like it's one of the least important from what I've seen. Chris Archer. Okay. Um, so Chris Archer, I like what I've seen so far. Still not sure if where he'll fit in the pecking order. I think he's better than Gio Gonzalez. I think he's better than Ubaldo Jimenez. I don't know. I think he's a right-handed better version of Lou Brissy. I good night. Michael Young is an elite hitter. Like you're more likely to use him at second or third than you are at like shortstop. Like shortstop, I don't think he plays there with Dickie Thon and Christian Guzman, but he can play second. He can play third if you really need it. I wouldn't really use him at first base unless you don't have Berkman. It's hard not to have, or if you want to go like dead ball and have a whole lot of contact hitters, maybe he'd be an option at first base. But I think he's going to be mostly used at second base and third base. Really like his infield error. He can't turn to double play, but he's not going to have too many errors with the glove. Roseboro, I don't have, but he's one of the few catchers that are really well rounded versus right-handed pitching. He's a good He's good defensive catcher. I don't have him yet. I don't think. So I don't have him. I might get him to try him out on the experimental team, but I've not used him to give an opinion yet. Don Asase, I think. If not, I gave franchise a good card. He's 17, but that's because of missions. Once again, he's very similar to like Timlin. A little bit more stuff, a little bit more home run suppression. Solid guy. I don't think he's 16K worth. Even with the mission, I don't think he's 16K worth. Don Mattingly. He probably does. We just don't see it in the game yet. Other than the fact he is a Dodger, which probably made Ezra cringe in his sleep. I think he's to sleep by now. So Don Mattingly. I don't have him yet. Looks to be good against right-handers. He's a solid defender. A little suspect versus left if you're looking at the power and the eye go down considerably versus lefties, so he's probably going to be mostly a platoon guy. I don't have him. I haven't tried him out yet. Waiting to some of these cards go down for getting them, which will be hard with the missions the way they are. Now Johnny Antonelli, he's good against left-handed hitters. He's serviceable versus right. He can get you deep into games. Decent defender. I have this card, and I don't think I have him on my main squad. We can look. If not, we'll put him on a squad. We'll put him on the squad and try him out over someone else. Let's look real quick. Once again, guys, thank you for staying through Ezra's raid. Once again, working on being an affiliate. I won't hear back to him until after the All-Star break, so maybe like a week before I find out. As for this week's schedule, I'm normally the last person to go Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't stream Saturday, even though I'm off, because Ripley the Oriole usually goes Saturday, and he usually has a big following. So I kind of stay away from that. But the way that this week is going, Wednesday and Thursday is going to be like normal. Saturday, I will not be streaming OOTP because I'm going to be in 24 hours of spa on iRacing. So I'm probably going to have, if I do have a stream, it's going to be really, really short. We'll see where it goes. It may be only like a 2-hour stream. I probably won't be doing this array. I don't know how Saturday's going to go because the race starts at midnight my time and it goes to midnight Sunday. So I might have Saturday morning stream at that instead of an OOTP stream, but that's something that's not normal. So just I'll post it. I'll post a story about it, and I'll also leave it in like. I do have a Discord now. I fixed up the Discord so it has my old iRacing stuff and now the OOTP that I'm with now. But that's the link to the Discord. Feel free to jump in. It looks pretty dead right now. I'm not gonna lie. I just revamped everything. But yeah, if you guys want to hop in, I do have a dedicated spot for OTP if you guys want to talk. I'll leave my schedule in the Discord, and I'll also have a story on Twitch as well. So, Antonelli. Our baseball reference. Gotta fix that so it doesn't show iron players. Antonelli now getting activated. We will sit Ubaldo for this one and put it Antonelli. So it'll be the four lefty and Archer build here. Get his strategy going. We're doing it. Nope, not Archer. Not Archer. Antonelli. Thank you. All right. Just do my quick strategy here. I like the fact that he holds. A lot of my guys are now holding runners, which I like. It's neutral, so neutral. Save roster. Update. So here we go. We're gonna go into. We're gonna hop right into it. See which quick we're gonna do here. Let's do bronze. We'll do the bronze. See where we're at in bronze first. That's close. It's also closer to going. We are currently in round 2. We are facing the San Angelo Dr. Tiger. It's going to be Bob Miller going against Clayton Kershaw. The OOT 25 edition, which means whole lot of suppression and movement, very little control. Bob Miller is one of the underrated bronze pitchers. Really good suppression, really decent control, decent stuff. But he is predicated on being a ground ball pitcher and not give up home runs. The lineup, it's the left. I think it's the left-handed Kershaw. It will be Connie Day leading off, playing second. Then Vince Coleman playing right field. I know Ezra hates him, but Vince Coleman starting. Then it's Bagwell at first, Dunn at left field, Deer and DH. Buddy Bell is the new third baseman versus lefties. Mitch Garver, Vince DiMaggio, Paul DeJong. That's the starters versus left. Versus right, it's Joyner, Day, Bagwell. Bagwell's the DH. Dunn, Garver, Presley, DeJong, Elmer Smith, Vince DiMaggio. Although I may have to find a center fielder versus right-handed hitting. But the game's simulating right now. We'll get into it in about a minute or so before the chime in def comes in. Again, guys, thank you for coming in. Thank you for giving me your time. But if we do get eliminated in both, we can go over gold cap to hold things over while the other ones fire up. Although these are firing up a little quicker this week. But we should be in good shape. Portland was a good team. Portland usually has a good team. As you can see, they do have commentators. I have, I think, 4. I have more commentators on my bronze squad than I do on my silver. See, I have a grand total of 5. Garver, Presley, and DeJong are all level 5s. DiMaggio's a 4 and Raiden's a 3. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back with this game. Okay, guys. So here we are. Second round game of a bronze quick here. It's gonna be the LPs against Angelio, Dr. Tiger. Clayton Kershaw going for Dr. Tiger. Vince Coleman is at third base. Jeff Bagwell's up. We're sitting here in the top of the first. It's still no score. 1-2 count here. Kershaw like Bagwell. And that's a base hit to left. I'll score a run. Coleman scores. And it's 1-0 LPs here in the first. Adam Dunn would reach on a walk. So it's Buddy Bell up. Runners at first and second. Early business here for the LPs as they're facing Kershaw. The pitch to Kershaw from Kershaw, and he walks him. So back-to-back walks for Kershaw. And now it's the bases loaded for Mitch Garver here. 2 out, full count. Bases full of LPs here. Here's the pitch from Kershaw. And that's a fly ball to center. They get under it. But they do score one here, even though they left the bases loaded. So we go to the bottom of the first, and the LPs are up 1-0 here. And just like that, Bob Miller gets in trouble here. 3-0 pitch to Jake Stahl with runners at first and second. And he walks Stahl. So the bases are loaded here with 1 out. Big trouble for Bob Miller early, and it's Babe Ruth that will come to the plate. Ruth only there for one reason, and one reason only, and that is to hit dingers versus righties. Here's the pitch to Ruth. He strikes him out. Nice pitch on the inside corner. So it's now 2 out, and that brings Sandy Alomar Jr. to the plate. Alomar Jr. can do some damage here with a base hit. Easily will score 2, possibly 3, because Jake Stahl likes to run for no reason whatsoever. Here's the pitch from Miller. And that's a base hit down the left field line and into the corner. 2 runs are in. Stahl looking to go home, and he will score. So it's a bases clearing double for Alomar Jr. Dr. Tiger is now up 3-1 in the first. So they get out of the inning, but they did score 3. So we go to the top of the second. Runners already on with 1 out with DeJong and Day on. Vince Coleman's at the plate. He's already reached base in the first inning. Here's pitch to Coleman. And that's a ground ball, and they get the force at second, but there's no relay. So the runners are now at the corners, and that brings up Jeff Bagwell. Coleman's representing the tying run over at first. He can easily score on a base hit to the gap. Here's the pitch to Bagwell. And that's a ground ball to short, and it's dropped by the second baseman. DeJong will score. It's now 3-2 here in the second. But that's all they would get. So we go to the top of the third here. It's 3-2. Dr. Tiger has 2 hits, 2 errors, but they have the lead 3-2. Here's Buddy Bell. The pitch to Bell. And he gets a drive in the one high and deep to left field, and that will fly away. A fly away for Buddy Bell, and it's all even at 3 now here in the third. So Zach Wheeler has now entered the game for Dr. Tiger as Kershaw's had a really short outing here. Adam Dunn will lead off here in the away half of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Dunn. And that's a base hit down the right field line, and that goes up in the corner. Dunn heading for second. He will be safe. So it's a leadoff double here for Dunn. And that will bring Buddy Bell to the plate. Rob Deere did sacrifice Dunn over to third. Bell, I think he already homered in the third inning. Here's the pitch from Wheeler. Infield is in, and that's a base hit to center. Dunn will score, and they retake the lead. It's now 4-3 here in the 5th. Mitch Garver would then reach on a walk, so it's now Vince DiMaggio up against the right-handed Wheeler with 1 out here. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 count, and it's a base hit to center. Bell will score. Garver stays at second. It's an RBI single for DiMaggio, and the LPs are now up 5-3 here in the 5th. So that brings up Connie Day as station-to-station hitting has come into play here. The 3-0 pitch to Day, and he walks him. So now the bases are loaded again against Wheeler here in the 5th. And it's Vince Coleman up to bat here. He has reached twice, although one of them was on a force out. Here's the pitch to Coleman, and he strikes out swinging. So once again, the LPs strand the bases loaded, but they do score two here as we go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 5-3 LPs over the Dr. Tiger. They wouldn't score in the fifth, so we go on the top of the sixth here. It's 5-3 still. LPs have 5 runs on 10 hits. Wheeler is still in the game before Dr. Tiger. So it'll be it'll be Bagwell, Dunn, and Deere, the middle of the order, due up here. Here's the pitch from Wheeler. That's a fly ball to center. That's going to get down and into the gap in left center field. Bagwell trying for 3, and he is safe. So it's a leadoff triple for Bagwell. Great running from the first baseman. They would put a 3 spot up in the 6th. So it's now 8-3. Dr. Tiger now has 3 errors, 3 hits, and 3 runs in this game. Bob Miller is still in. Big Stalls at second. Hold on. All right, so Babe Ruth's up here once again. He did have a struck out in the first. Runner at second, nobody out. Here's the first pitch, and he gets a hold of this one. It's gone. Home run for Babe Ruth, his first. It's now 8-5 LPs here in the 6th. There's still 2 runs in here for Dr. Tiger. Runners at first and second. The tying run, Harold Reynolds, is at the plate. Don Cummings has come in to pitch for the LPs. Here's the pitch. And he pops him up. Garver's there, and this time he holds on to it. So we go to the top of the 7th. It is 8-5 LPs. And the LPs looking to strike right back with 2 outs here. It's an 0-2 count to Buddy Bell, but runners are at first and second. Here's the pitch from Charles Earl, who's entered the game, and that's a line shot to left field. That goes all the way to the wall. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. It's now 10-5 LPs as Bell is called out at third. Tried to stretch it on the throw. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 8-5 LP. 10-5 LPs, sorry. And we will fast forward all the way to the bottom of the 9th here. 3-2 count. Runners at second and third. Elmer Smith's up to face Paul Splitoff, looking to close this out. Here's the pitch from Split. And that's a ground ball to first. Bagwell steps on it, and the LPs move on to the quarterfinals as they beat the Dr. Tiger 10-5. So with that, we're waiting on. We're going to go straight into the quarterfinal. We're facing the Roadrunners in a quarterfinal game. It'll be Chuck Stobbs going for Ravenna against Max Manning for the LPs. It'll be 7 minutes from now. Silver goes in 4 minutes. See how that's going. Oh, this is a game 5. So we're going to watch the game 5 here as the LPs will face the Meatloafs here in round 1. The winner will go on to face the Gas Passers. Okay. So we will get to see Ubaldo Jimenez against Greg Swindell in game 5. Winslow and Rensberger in a game 5 will be Morton against Jackson, and a Charlie Morton mirror match. Never thought I would see Charlie Morton face Charlie Morton in a silver, but that's where we're at. As the overrated underachievers, with the prime overrated underachiever Charlie Morton lately, facing the Sonora Travelers. It'd be very, very interesting. We're facing the lefty Swindell, which means it's going to be Devannon, Don, and Texera. Tenants Cameron and Bell. Yeah, Backwell. Warner Davis and Michael Young. That's going to be the lineups here. So while that's 2 more minutes there, we've got 3 hours. 3 hours until open low. So if we do lose this silver, we can try to get in the gold cap while the other one fires up for silver. I do want to make some sense of it. Sorry, looking at Discord here. All right, so we're gonna see here. We're gonna see what gold cap brings. All right, so look at the shop while we got 2 more minutes here. Or let's see missions here. If I can see if I can complete a mission while I'm out. Web needs to do Charlton 2. 30 of 175. Any of these guys good. Ken Brett I'll get because I might need him in cap. I do need gold pitchers. I need gold hitters too. I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah, this Enos Slaughter card's pretty good. I really like that Enos card. He's probably gonna be not as good when you get into like Diamond and Perfect and all that, but he's good with what I have right now. I just wanted to show this card off to Ezra, so when he does watch the VOD, he could see Richie Asfern at his finest. He'll probably throw a baseball at me later. Ivan, really good. I think I had Greg Vaughn, not someone who I'm looking for. Alex Rios. Oh yes, please. He doesn't have the eye versus right-handed, and I kind of wish Cheeky was here because he's good. He's more all about the gold than I am. Hada, I thought he was a better defender than what he was. And I had the Randy Wynn, and Wynn's been pretty solid so far. All right, I think that game's up now. So go into that game 5. It's still green, so that gave it away there. I think it gave it away. We'll find out here. I think it gave it away, but we'll just go with it. So we're gonna go to the bottom of the third here. Swindell's facing Dickey with Devannon over at first base here. Devannon playing center field today versus the lefty Swindell. Cameron is playing right field. Here's the pitch from Swindell, and that's a base hit to right. Devannon thinks about third, heads back, and that brings up Mark Teixeira. Teixeira with runners at first and second here. No score here in the third. It's a 1-0 count with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Swindell, and that's a line shot, and it's right to Herzog. He makes the catch. Away. That's all they would get as we go to the top of the fourth here. Ubaldo Jimenez facing Whitey Herzog leading off. It'll be the top of the order here. Herzog, Rural, and Berkman. There's a pitch from Jimenez. That's a base hit to left. Herzog heading for second. He'll be safe. So it's a leadoff double for Whitey here. Would have been more poetic if he got it off Pedro Martinez, but that's a different thing. That ends the no-hit bid, and it brings up Buddy Rule, who promptly walks. Nothing new there. And brings Lance Berkman. Berkman can do some damage here with a base hit. It will easily score 1, maybe 2. Here's the pitch to Berkman. That's a fly ball to center. Bannon will make the catch. Herzog tags up from second and gets to third without a throw. So it's now 1 out, 3-0 pitch to Wally Moon here. Jimenez in a little trouble. And he walks Wally Moon. So it's his second walk of the inning. And it's now bases loaded for Edwin Encarnacion to face Baldo Jimenez. Here's the pitch from Jimenez. And that's a ground ball to third. The throw home is good. The throw to first is not in time. They do get the lead runner here, and it's finally 2 away. So that brings up Jason Kipnis to face Baldo Jimenez. Here's a pitch to Kipnis. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. Easy throw to first, and they get out of the inning with the bases loaded with 1 out. So it's no score heading into the home half of the 4th. So here we go. Bagwell over at first. Bob Horner will enter the box here to face Swindell. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to left. It's high, it's deep, and it's gone. Home run fly away for Bob Horner, and Bonnie Lake jumps up 2-0 here in the 4th. We go to the top of the 7th. Nothing new here. Jimenez working on a 1-hitter facing Wally Moon leading off. It'll be Moon and Encarnacion and Kipnis due up here. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second and short and through for a base hit. So a leadoff single here from Moon, and that brings the tying run to the plate, and that is Edwin Encarnacion. The pitch to Edwin, and he walks him. So the tying runs on for Jason Kipnis here with nobody out. Here's the 1-2, and he pops him up. Horner makes the catch. 1 away. So that brings up their Bob Horner. Base hit scores 1. Point to the gap scores will probably tie this game. Here's a pitch from Ubaldo. Ground ball to third, and it's a... And Dickey with the rare error on the throw. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out. The infield will come in here for Devannon. Devannon, a very good contact hitter here, but he's not as good versus right-handed hitters here. So here's the pitch, and it's through for a base hit. It scores 2, and it's a tie game. Jimenez still in trouble with 1 out with runners in second, third, and that brings up Connie Day to the plate. Here's the 1-2, and he strikes him out swinging. Huge strikeout for Jimenez, and that brings up Whitey Herzog again. 2 runs are in here for the Meatloafs in the 7th. It is 2-2. Not a lot of offense here, as both teams have combined for 7 hits, and there's part of the reason why, as Herzog strikes out swinging. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's get stretching here. It's 2-2. Bob Horner will lead off here for the LPs. It's the bottom of the order. Horner, Davis, and Guzman due up. It's the 1-1. And that's a base hit to left. So that's a leadoff single for Horner, and that brings up Henry Davis. Horner representing the go-ahead run. Here's the 3-0 to Davis, and he walks him. So now runners are at first and second. And now now it's Christian Guzman to the plate. It's a 2-2 count here. Infield that double play def here. Outfield playing straight away. Here's the pitch to Guzman, and he pops him up. Rule settles under it and makes the catch. It's 1 away. So that brings up Jeff Devannon. Devannon plays better versus left-handed pitching here. Base hit easily gives him the lead. Davis can score from first. He has decent speed over at first base. Here's the pitch. And it's a base hit. So now the bases are loaded for Dickie Thon. Infield will come in here. Thon can just loop one over the infield and it easily will score two. Here's a pitch to Dickie Thon, and he pops him up. Runner does not tag up, and it brings up Mark Teixeira. Once again, the bases are loaded for the LPs here. Here's a pitch. That's a base hit to right. One run's in. The throw home is not in time, so 2 runs score on the RBI single from Mark Teixeira, and it's now 4-2 LPs in the 7th. So Dan Plesac will come in the game here in the 8th to face Wally Moon. Edwin Encarnacion's on deck. Lance Berkman is at second. Time runs at the plate here as the offering comes, and it's a fly ball to right in foul territory, and what a catch from Cameron. In foul territory, 2 away. Holds the runner Berkman as well, as it's a 3-0 pitch to Encarnacion, which usually leads to, yes, you've guessed it, a walk. So 2-out walk here. That brings Gene Tennis to the plate. Tennis is pitch hitting to face the lefty Plesac. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's a base hit to center. Runner is out by a mile as Devaney throws out Berkman. Gets out of the inning. So we go to the top or the bottom of, the bottom of the 8th. It's still 4-2 LPs over the Meatloafs. So the bottom of the 8th will bring in Luis Morales to pitch. Mike Hegan, one of the other new cards, is up the bat here. Very good versus right-handed pitching here. He's pinch hitting for Mike Cameron. So here's the pitch from Morales. And Hegan singles to right. Leadoff single on an 0-2 pitch from Egan. That brings up Connie Day. Because Connie Day leads off the top of the 9th because nothing happened for the LPs after Hegan's single. Bub Byerly's here to close it out. One of the 2 combinators on this LP roster. Here's the pitch to Day. And he pops him up to center. And that game is over as Byerly closes it out. And Bonnie Lake moves on to the quarterfinal with a 4-2 victory here. Game 1's there. See how we're doing in bronze. All right, so we're through for the semis in bronze. We'll call one more game, and then we'll look at the gold cap roster. So it will be SK. FoJ, thank you for the raid. How was Apex? How'd that work out for you? Guys, if you're not following the real Fo Jizzle already, you should. Variety streamer, one of the homies. Been with me almost pretty much from my iRacing start here. I'm going to be racing with him on Saturday for the Spot 24. I know you don't like Apex too much. You're just there so you don't get fined. I'll go check the schedule right now. Bring up the highlights here. Did he post the schedule? Because I did do the availability. Got 10 minutes here. I can still call a game in 10 minutes. All right, Razor. Give me a second, guys. All right, so this is how it's going to go. Saturday stream will be. I will go as normal. I'll probably start a little earlier. Saturday, I'm going to start the stream at 7. We're going to start at my first stint at 7. and we'll stream my first two stints from 7 to 9, and then play the rest by ear. But everything does look good. Razor and OJ, everything looks good. Yeah, that should work out. So yeah, so Friday night stream will go as normal. It'll be shorter. It'll probably be a couple hours instead of my normal 5. That way I can get some sleep before I get in the car at 7:10, and I will stream the first two stints that I do from at 7:10 a.m. It'll probably be 7 a.m. start. Hopefully, iRacing can handle me streaming with all those cars and racing at the same time. We'll see. But yeah, that'll work, guys. All right, so we're gonna start right off here. In the top of the second, no score. Chris Archer's pitching to Lance Berkman. He's leading off, so it'll be Berkman, Harrison, and Wilson due up here. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball that's not coming back. Welcome to the stream, Foj. You brought up the bad luck. No, I'm just messing with you. Berkman with the home run, and SK's up 1-0 here in the second. So 1 run's in. Owen Wilson will step in the box here. It's an 0-2 count from Chris Archer to Owen Wilson. Here's the pitch. And gee, it's raining home runs. It's now 2-0 on back-to-back home runs. Lead off the second here. Not looking good for the good guys here as we fast forward to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0. LPs only have 1 hit in this game. Jeff Bagwell will lead off, so it'll be Bagwell, Young, and Davis due up here. The pitch. And that's a base hit to left, so it's a leadoff single. Make that a leadoff double for Bagwell as he's found legs here. So it brings a tying run to the plate, and that tying hitter is Henry Davis as Bagwell moves over to third on the sacrifice from Young. Here's the 3-2 to Davis. That's a base hit to left. That'll score a run. It'll be 2-1 now as Davis gets in with a base hit with an RBI double here. It's now 2-1 SK as they face in the 5th. So we go to the top of the 6th here. It's 2-1. Runners at first base. That's Don Mattingly. Lance Berkman will step into the box here to face Archer. Here's a pitch from Archer. And that's a base hit off the sign in the wall in right field. 1 run will score. Mattingly will be in with a triple. And it's 3-1 SK here in the 6th. So we go, they would add 1 more run. They wouldn't score in the 6th. They don't score in the 7th. So we go to the bottom of the 7th here. It's 4-1, nobody out. Jeff Bagwell at first. Michael Young is in the box to face Swindell. This pitch is Swindell. And he didn't get a whole lot of that one, but they only got the force at second. So that brings up Owen Wilson to face Drake Swindell. Here's a pitch to Wilson. That's fly ball to center. That's going to get down into the wall. Young will score all the way from first. Wilson is in with a triple. So it's 4-2 now. LP's chipping away at this lead, and that brings up Sammy Harrison to face Lou Brissy, who comes in. Here's a pitch from Brissy. And that's a base hit to right. That will score a run, so it's now 4-3. As they draw a little closer here, it puts the tying run at first for Jeff DeVannen. Here's a pitch to DeVannen, and that's a base hit. Station to station hitting here for the LPs. And the runner is safe at third, so it's now the runners at the corners. Tying run 90 feet away. Go ahead run at first, and Christian Guzman is up. Guzman very capable hitting a triple into the gap here as he's done so much for this team since he's joined him. Here's the pitch from Brissy, and that's a fly ball to left. It's a diving catch from Hegan. Nice catch to get out of it. But we do go to the top of the 8th as the LPs score 2 runs here. It's now 4-3 LPs trail. So we go to the top of the 8th. Richard Blyer will enter the game for the LPs. He'll face Guzman, Mattingly, and Berkman. Here's the pitch. The ground ball to short, and it's not in time, so it's an infield single for Guzman, the lead off here. That brings up Don Mattingly, who tripled into 6th. Here's the pitch to Mattingly. That's a base hit up the middle. Guzman heading for 3rd. He'll be safe. Mattingly will go to 2nd on the throw. And once again, the infield will come in here. Harrison will go into the box. 3-2 count. Greinke coming in for the LPs to try to stop the bleeding. The pitch to Harrison. And he strikes him out on fastball away. That's a huge strikeout, and it's 2 away. And that brings Owen Wilson in. Guzman over at 3rd. Mattingly over at 2nd. Greinke trying to get out of this against Wilson. Here's the pitch to Wilson, and he strikes him out. So he gets back-to-back huge strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's still 4-3 SK. So it'll be Teixeira, Tennant, and Bagwell, the middle of the order here for the LPs. Lou Brissy will stay in to face Teixeira. Here's the pitch to Teixeira, and he strikes him out. Nice fastball in the inside corner, 1 away. That brings up Gene Tennant. He's a full count to him. Here's the full count. He walks Tennant. The tying runs on for Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell doubled in the 5th and scored. Here's the pitch from Lou. That's a base hit all the way to the wall in center field. This should tie the game as Tennant changes his mind and stays at 3rd. That may be a decision he'll regret. But it does bring up Michael Young, and Michael Young is a very good contact hitter. To face Brissy. Brissy going to stay in here, but the go-ahead runs at 2nd, and the tying runs at 1st, and Young with a base hit could score 2. Here's the pitch to Young. And that is over the center field's headed all the way to the wall. Ground rule double, and it is 5-3 LPs as Young gets his 5th and 6th RBIs in this tournament. We're still here in the bottom of the 8th. Brissy's still in. Young is now over at 3rd with 2 out. Owen Wilson's at 1st. Sammy Harrison's at the plate. Here's the pitch to Harrison, and it gets by the catcher. Run scores. Tennant can't hold on to it. Young scores. Wilson goes to 2nd, and it's now 6-4 LPs with 2 out here facing Jeff Devannon as Harrison would walk. There's a pitch to Devannon, and that's a base hit to center. Runner looking to score, and he's safe. It gets by Tennant, who's struggling behind the plate. Runners advance. It's now 7-4. That's all they would score, but they did put up a 4 spot here in the 8th. Stormed all the way back from 4-1. They're now up 7-4. Zach Greinke was staying here to close it. Gene Tennant's over at 1st with 2 out. Michael Young, last chance for the SK. Here's the SKs. And that is a fly ball to left. Davis makes the catch, and the LPs take a 1-0 lead here in the quarterfinal. It's 7-4. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a break here because an ad's coming up soon and I can't snooze it. So I'm going to go get that midnight coffee, 11 p.m. coffee. I'm starting earlier than normal, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back here. We're now in game 2 as Gio Gonzalez will make his debut against Christian Guzman here. We're in the top of the first game 2. LPs lead the series 1-0. 2-0 count to Christian Guzman. Here's the pitch to Guzman. That's a base hit the left and all the way in the corner. Guzman already heading for second, and he will be safe. So it's a stand-up leadoff double here for Guzman. For Bob Fothergill. Fothergill looking to give them the early lead. The pitch from Gonzalez, and that's a base hit to right. Guzman heading home. The throw home is not in time. It was a close play, but the Gas Passers will take a 1-0 lead here in the lead off this game. So now with one out, Alex Cintron over at first. Fothergill did reach second. Here's Brandon Geyer. The pitch to Brandon Geyer is a base hit down the left field line all the way to the wall. One runs in. The throw home is offline. Geyer goes to third on the throw, and it's now 3-0 SK in the first. Fast forward here to the bottom of the third here. It's 3-0. Pavetta pitching for SK. Facing Dickie Thon. Here's a pitch to Dickie Thon, who's leading off. And he gets a pull to this one. Fly away for Dickie Thon. His second of the postseason. It's 3-1 here in the third. We fast forward to the top of the fifth. As Gio Gonzalez has calmed down a little since the 3 runs he gave up in the first. Dick Dietz will lead off here. It'll be Dietz, Hegan, and Guzman due up. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to right. That's hit very far, and that is way out of here. Cameron watches it go into the stands. It's a second home run for Dietz, and it's now 4-1 SK. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-1 here. One out. Mike Cameron over at second. Lance Berkman at the dish to face Pavetta. Here's the pitch to Pavetta, and that's a fly ball to right. And that's in the bullpen in right field. Fly away from Lance Berkman. And the LP's clawing back again. It's now 4-3. So we go to the top of the sixth. It's 4-3. 3-1 count here. The Brandon Geyer as Alex Cintron's over at first base. Gio Gonzalez still in the game here. Here's a pitch from Gio. That's a base hit up the middle. Runner thinks about third. Heads back. He gets to third later. On a sacrifice, Henry Davis is now over at first to join him as Jeff Devanin will face Gio Gonzalez. Gonzalez is offering. It's a base hit, and they turn. Oh, it's not a base hit, but they do turn a 4-6-3 here. So they get out of the inning. A run does score for SK, and it's now 5-3. As we go into the bottom of the sixth, it'll be Guzman, Wilson, and Harrison due up. Oh, actually, it was Young, Guzman, Wilson. Gee, I am really needing that coffee. It's a pitch from Mackenzie Gore, who's entered the game. That's a fly ball to left. That's high. And it'll fly away for Christian Guzman. And it's now 5-4 here in the sixth on the home run from Guzman. And that will bring up Jet Devanin. 3-2 count to him with one out. Here's the pitch from Gore. And he walks Devanin. So Devanin, a very good runner, is the tying run, and Sammy Harrison will step into the box here with a 3-1 count against Gore. Gore doesn't have the greatest control, but he does have strikeout capability. Here's a 3-1, and it's a bunt. They bunt the runner over. So Devanin goes to second, so now the tying runs at second for Dickie Thon, who homered in the fifth. Here's a pitch. And that is a fly ball to the left. They get to it. Galley inning. So we go to the top of the seventh. It's 5-4. They don't score in the top of the seventh. So we go to the seventh inning stretch here. Stretch it all out because it's going to be Horner up. 1-1 count to Gore. Out. 5-4 game here for SK. Here's a pitch. And it's a ground ball to third. Great highlight there. They get out of the inning. So we go to the top of the eighth. It's still 5-4. And Leo Kiley will come in to face Alex Cintron. So it'll be Cintron with Geyer due up. Here's the 1-1. And that's a base hit over the first baseman and all the way to the wall. Cintron to second. He'll be safe. So it's a double here for Cintron. And that brings up nobody. They get out of the inning. So Luis Morales will come in to try to close it out for SK, or at least bridge the gap, as he will face Teixeira, Young, and Guzman here in the home half of the eighth. Here's the pitch from Morales. And that is a fly ball to center. Devannon makes the catch, one away. It's now 2 away for Christian Guzman, who homered in the sixth. Here's the pitch from Morales. And Guzman gets into it again. It's high. It's gone. Second home run fly away for Christian Guzman. And they have clawed back again. It is tied at 5. And that will bring Jeff Devannon up. Still 2 out here. Here's the pitch. And that is a base hit to left. Go ahead runner now on first for Sammy Harrison, who can't butt Devannon over this time. Here's the pitch from Morales. And he pops him up. You might as well have bunted. He'll foul out here to Hegan. So we go to the top of the ninth, tied at 5. So Keeley, or Kiley, one of the two, will face Devannon, Dietz, and Hegan here in the top of the ninth. Here's a pitch from Leo. And he strikes him out. Unlikely strikeout here on the slider, 1 away. So it's now 2 away. Richard Blyer here to try to send it to the bottom of the ninth. Gene Tennants against Richard Blyer. Here's the 2-2. And it's a fly ball to center and a diving catch from Cameron. That's why they bring him the medium bucks. As we go to the bottom of the ninth, it's 5-5. And it'll be top of the order here for the LPs to face Morales. Dickie Thun, Mike Cameron with the great catch to get him out of the inning, and Lance Berkman. Here's the pitch to Dickie. And that is a ground ball to short, 1 away. So it's now Mike Cameron. The 3-0 pitch to Cameron is just a little bit inside. 4-pitch walk. And Cameron's on. And he will move to second after walking Berkman. So it's now Bob Horner with the go-ahead runner at second. Base hit is a walk-off here. Morales against Horner. Teixeira is due up. The pitch. It's a fly ball to left. And we will see you tomorrow night. Walk-off, fly away. And the LPs win 8-5 on the walk-off home run from Bob Horner. Which brings us into Game 3. The LPs are up 2-0 here. So it'll be Frank Mozzicato on the mound for SK. And he's already in early trouble here in the top half of the first, as runners are at the corners with 1 out, and Gene Tennant's facing Mozzicato. The pitch from Mozzicato, and that is a fly ball to right, and it's a sliding catch from Geyer. The throw home, though, is not in time, so the LPs will go up 1-0 here in the first. So we go to the bottom of the second. CC Sabathia on the mound for the LPs. Cintron over first. Geyer at the plate to face Sabathia. The pitch. It's a ground ball to third. Throw to second's good. The relay's in time. 5-4-3, 2 away. That brings Brandon Geyer up in the bottom of the fifth as nobody scored. It's still 1-0. Sabathia facing Geyer, Davis, and Devannon here in the home half of the fifth. The pitch from CC is a walk. So he walks on the fastball. It's just a little bit outside. That brings Henry Davis to the plate. Sabathia is offering on the 3-0. Is back-to-back walks as he walks Geyer. And now runners are first and second with nobody out for Jeff DeVannen. It's the first pitch to him. That's a leaping catch from Dickie Thon. Great play from the second baseman. One away. That brings Gene Tennant to the play here. Base hit, scores a run. Sabathia in a little trouble here, but still one out. The 3-0 pitch to Tennant usually leads to 100% walk, and it is. So 3 walks for Sabathia in this inning. The bases are now loaded for Dick Dietz. Here's the pitch to Dick Dietz. The fly ball to right. It's caught. Runner doesn't go. So that brings up Christian Guzman with the bases loaded to face CC Sabathia. Could break the game open with a base hit, and he lines it right to Dickie Thon to get out of the inning. The LPs get out of bases loaded jam with nobody out. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th as the LPs still can't score. There's 6 combined hits in this game. Michael Young will be up. It'll be Porter, Davis, and Guzman due up for the LPs in the 7th. Right now, Michael Young's up without Cintron on deck. There's a pitch from Sabathia. And that is a line shot and all the way to the wall. Double for Young. And that brings up Alex Cintron. 1 out here. Base hit will tie this game. Sabathia will stay in here to face Cintron. And that's a ground ball to first. They'll get the out at first. 2 away. That brings Brandon Geyer. Geyer can take his base or get a base hit and tie this game. Here's the pitch. He walks him. Not like I saw that coming. That brings Henry Davis up. 2-1 count here. 2 out. Runners at the corners. Base hit will tie this game. Here's the pitch. Davis with a fly ball to center. It's an easy play for the center fielder, DeVannen. He makes the catch and get out of the inning. They strand 2. They go to the top of the 7th. It is 1-0 LP still. They don't score in the top of the 7th, so we go to the bottom of the 7th here. Dick Dietz at first, 2 out. Christian Guzman's up in a 1-0 game to face Sabathia. Here's CC's offering. And it's a ground ball to third to throw the seconds in time. They get out of the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still 1-0 Bonnie Lake. They still can't score. We go to the bottom of the 8th. CC's still in the game, facing Fothergill, Young, and Cintron. Here's the 2-1. It's a fly ball to left. It's a tie game. Fothergill comes through with a home run. It's 348 feet, and it's 1-1. So it's now 2 out, and Brandon Geyer will get in the box here against Sabathia. Sabathia is still in this game. He's went 8 strong. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center. It should be easy play for DeVannen. He makes the catch to get out of the inning. It's now tied at 1 going in the top of the 9th. Lance Berkman will lead off here. It'll be Berkman, Cameron, and Young due up. Espinito will come in to pitch for the SK right here. Here's the pitch. And that's base hit to center. So it's a leadoff single for Berkman. And that will bring up Owen Wilson. Pitch to Owen Wilson is a fly ball to center. It's caught. Runner doesn't tag. 1 away. So Michael Young will step into the box to face Espinito. Still 1 out here. Good chance for the LPs to try to get the lead here in the 9th and put the pressure on SK to win this game because they'll be down to their final chance in the series. Here's the pitch to Young. That is a line shot to right. It's caught. Geyer makes the catch. 2 away. So that brings up Bob Horner. Can Horner bring home Berkman? Here's the 3-2. Runner goes. No throw. Infield single for Horner on a well-hit ball to the third baseman. And that brings up Henry Davis. Base hit gives him the lead. It's as simple as that. Here's the pitch to Davis. Fly ball to right. That's more than a base hit. That's deep and fly away. 3-run homer for the clutch Henry Davis. It's 4-1 Body Lake. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. It is 4-1. It will be Gene Tennant's up here with last chance for SK. 0-1 count. The pitch. And it's a ground ball and through. That's going to be a double for Tennant. That brings up Dick Dietz. Dick Dietz could cut it to lead with a base hit here. Still last chance here for SK. Here's a pitch. Ground ball to third. To throw the first in time, and it's a sweep. As Body Lake sweeps silent gas passers 4-1, because I just felt like saying it. So it's on to the semifinal. Where we will face whoever wins Game 5 between Caveman and Rendsburg. Bonifacio and Newborn are in on the other side. All right. Let's get into gold here. Let's go into So let's get in the gold cap here. So I kind of put this together. I did enter a gold cap, but it didn't get much from it. I won round 1 over my buddy Hot Route. But round 2, I had... How can I put this? I was up 2-0, got reverse swept. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, exactly how I feel. So, this is what I have so far. I don't think I'm going with Gio. I don't think I'm going with Ubaldo. Okay. I think I'm just going to make him the DH. A DH first. I need a pitcher. I need a gold pitcher. Other than the ones I have. But I have no idea where to start. Obviously, I cannot afford Rube. Holtzman's not available. Well, Mark's not 100K. Apier's 74. Lot. Don't have a lot to work with here. So, I have Fister already. I have Lanier already. I don't think Lanier's going to be that guy. I have Swift. I mean, there's Max Mayer. There's Jared Jones. I have Eddie Plank. You're about to see my lack of gold roster right now. $75 room. Oh yeah, take that off. So Carl Mays can't strike anybody out. If I wanted to go that route, I would go with Mambo, who I'm probably going with anyways. Fister, I already have. Bill Swift, it's a possibility. It's basically Bill Swift. And Eddie Plank. So I got 29 points to work with here. And I need a starting pitcher, which it's probably going to be if I don't have Mart. Evaldi will become the starting pitcher. Which probably means I'm going to get... I think I'm going to get this Alcantara a try. It's not starting. I'll give that new card a shot. Then I'll grab some 40. I wish Capilla had more control. So probably Jim York. Yeah, Jim York. Get him. So that's Brett York. Sandy. Goldie. Let me bring McKay over here for now. Then York. Could probably get rid of Bob Miller, bring Kent Brett. Gonna go the relieving route. That gives us 71. So we can add to the offense here. That's where it gets very, very eh. So there's Castilla, who I haven't activated yet. Klesko. I think I'd have Tartable on the roster. Those are the main two I need to activate. But I need to find a hitter. Also need to sell some of these cards. Not having much luck here. Maybe I'll get lucky and someone will buy one of these. That can stay, that can stay, that can stay. George Brown out of here. Hard shot. I have get this filter off. That gives me 52. I try to find a hitter here. Just for the moment. Yeah, so nothing there. Non-life cards. I'm not selling Enos. Moon, Bell. These locked. Locked. Decky. Rotation. So nothing more there. It should get us a better hitter available. It's Joe Cronin. Not the greatest defender. There's Buddy Bell. Pitching wise, starting pitching wise, there's Santana, Bradkey, Holmes. It's like Paul Skeens. Just kidding. That's for colors. So Mike Morgan. Somehow I don't own that Mike Morgan. He's definitely in. Mike Morgan. I think offensively, I think I'm going to be fine. Or Bone. Please, Zach. Definitely, if I'm going to go that route, please, Zach. Still need to find a batter. Let's see if we can find an outfielder. Yeah, see if we can find a gold outfield here. Pete Hill, Willie Mays, and Hugh Duffy. Duffy's 100K. Stumper could play left field. Oh, yeah, no. As for like Sean Figgins, not a chance in hell. No chance. Earl Averill, Drew Gilbert. There's Chet Lemon. Not a lot here. So Bouts is not an option. Fister's already on the roster. Ken Brett. There's Ken Brett. There's Bombo. There's Carl Mays. And there's Bill Swift. Be one of them. I think I'm gonna give Mambo a chance here. Give him another chance. Yes, I know. Baldy. Was kind of splitty. Kimbrett is it's lefties. Maze is pretty much even. Great control. Save Warbone, bring in a Baldy. Leave him 27 points to work with here. Catcher. I have Rick Dempsey. Walker Cooper. I probably need Pudge. Or Bismacky. Oh god, that Bismacky could be a good card. We'll open that pack while I'm here. Gold. That's Shota. On me right now. So let's save that for now. Fix that later this morning. I don't think I'm in a gold cap right now. We're out of the bronze. Means we could get in another silver here. So there's that. Still have 2 hours to that low cap. So we'll do. Let's do the 6L draft here. Well, I got no choice. I have a choice. I'm not proud of the choice. I'm not. I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance. And then after that, it's going to be Joey Ortiz. Bannister. John? Oh, no, no. It's Bob Miller. John can wait. Richie Zisk. Lefties. Probably the best option. Del Crandall. Rich Aurelia. Okay. Keith Higgins. Rounded. Randall. Decent defensively. Rodriguez. All right, you can splitty, but you may be the best of the bad lot from there. So we'll just go with you. Reardon, there's my catcher. Young, there's Hurst. Don Hurst is my first baseman. Anybody else here? Ming Wong, that gives me a fourth starter. CX strikes people out. Tyler Black. I got Joey Ortiz for that. Carl Beeks. At least you're green everything. Andy Hansen. Hicks. That's good. Grossman can walk. Keeler can tease. Great. Andy Hansen. Which was your suppression that was like that. Hawkins, same thing. Good work. How are you? Only play third. That's your problem. And I have Joey Ortiz currently playing third. He's most likely to be the shortstop. Andy Hayes. Okay, you can at least play multiple positions if needed. Granted, you play catcher and shortstop. That's kind of weird. Welcome to the live portion of this draft. Not a whole lot of options here. In fact, there's none. Not even one of you guys are lefties to help me out. Chapman. Once again, there's no starter. Castro can play defense. Ortiz will play second now. Put Castro over at third. Not having the best of luck here. I still need a fifth starter. I also need outfielders. Reed Martin's not that fast. Nessus. Not a good shape. So, Vanda, Nash. At least Darren Clay could play. Let's go with you two. Not much there. Barfoot can at least relieve. You could defend. Money Couch. It'll work. Ken Brett will work. That gives me the pitchers I need, so now I can just go after hitting. Right fielder. Went out on Hill. Dave Pope. I'll take a chance that you play defense. Shields. There's Levy. Hoffman. Well, where they tend you can at least back up third. Dietrich. And Willie Moe. All right. Look okay here. Yes. What up, young buck? With the old so. How are you, Will? had an old man moment and forgot to sign up to the for the one tournament I'm actually good at. That was always fun. As for that silver, if silver quick, I'm in. Well, good. When you learn, you can teach me. That has to be pain. I just upload these straight to YouTube and fix the description. That's all I pretty much do here. So Rendsburg up 1-0. The other one's not signed up yet. But guys, I'm actually fading for once. Um, I do want to get you guys some drops. I did not sleep. I did not sleep well in between work and here. So that, and I'll make sure I have the array up, and I gotta practice for the 24-hour spa. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna send you guys over to Cheeky. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be on. I will be back on tomorrow, and we'll do a normal stream. Once again, guys, thank you. If you're not following Cheeky already, feel free to follow him. He usually goes before me, but with Ezra back, it kind of threw all of our schedules off here. But if he is going at this time, I could start later. I'll have to get with him. Either way, come on. So I will send you guys over to him. Let me go raid him real quick because, I'm an old man. And he won't be streaming for a while, and he's doing giveaways, so I'm gonna send you guys over there. Once again, guys, thank you Ezra for the raid. Thank you Foj for the raid. I'll be back on tomorrow, roughly starting at this time. I am starting a little earlier than normal to accommodate Ezra. So once again, guys, thank you and have a nice morning.